I'm good. Yep. Hello, everybody. How are you doing out there in our great country, in our great world? Roger from Skateboard Canada. We're back with another great episode for you. Thanks for tuning in. We are going to have a great guest join us very shortly, but in a previous episode we did quite well with talking about some new and old products that are putting into the system by the skateboard industry, as we call it. So without further ado, let's talk about a couple of things that have come through our hands here recently. Let's start with some easy stuff. Stickers. Everybody knows about the sticker game. You got your sticker game on? Totally rad, eh? That one just came this week from Saskatoon. Big thanks, Bruce and the guys at Tucker T-shirts. Totally rad skateboards, United Riders. Sent a fat box over to us this week. We are psyched. I actually got the shirt on right here. You can see it. How about that old anti-hero one, eh? Pretty cool. Used to come with the boards. That's a classic one. People always ask if they can have this one. I'm like, no, got to keep that one. Sorry, everybody. Brad Cromer, Crooked. This one's cool. This was a board. Sticker, board, sticker. But that's a keeper. Some ones, you know, like some of them, they go through the decades, right? They just hang on and they hang on. This one just came in. Look at how sick that is. Muska. He's kind of back. You know, the shorties are doing some stuff with him. You had to get the sticker. That one just came out. Even though it's a classical graphic. Who's riding Ventures? Awake. Venture. That one's super sick. Flip. Now Flip. What's up with Flip? X-Flip Rider, Curran Caples. He's on Skate Mental. That's pretty cool for him. And Skate Mental. Hops, Boston. That's super sick, eh? Jamal Williams. All right, so that's it for stickers. Take a hike. That's the Skate Mental action. And like I say, they just got Curran Caples, so expect some action from them. That's going to see some really cool pro model action from Curran Caples. Now wheels, we're going to discuss wheels here. Now, you're getting some pretty interesting collabs, I got to admit. Element, Peanuts, Mandalorian, or cut to the chase and just get the Spitfires. GTs, come on, everybody knows that action, eh? These ones just came in, they're hot, hot, hot. Go get those. Very cool. Air fresheners. Since when have air fresheners been their own industry? Skateboard air fresheners have taken off. This is insane. These are just a couple cool examples. Even got a few more here. Check these babies out. Look at those, eh? They're like hockey cards. Boom. I'm hiding the good ones there, but look at those. Corey, sorry I'm screwing this up. Look at that. Pretty cool. Okay, now if you're in the know, you know. New Thrasher just came out. Boom. This is a good one. Very good one. They're all good, but this one's extra good. Lots of international flavor in this one. You can tell the Olympics are coming because they're really kind of starting to just, you know, you can feel it. It's a coming. This is an old one. I like the message. It's from when's this from here? 1989. Skaters of the world unite. That's a pretty good message, if you ask me. Much thanks, Kevin, Look Back Library. Look him up, he's on the gram. A couple more mags here, just cause. Look at these old babies. Concrete powder. That's some goodness, eh? Look at that action. Super cool. Two more. Now this is one of my favorites. I look at this all the time. I got double copies, so I don't have to wreck this good one, but look who's in this one. Les Ramsey, Chris Foley, Haslam on the cover. Get out of here. And then, remember how when concrete was like still like snowboarding and stuff? This is an old one, but yeah, look at that. Concrete powder. Kevin Staub's in this issue. That's pretty sick. This is one of the earliest ones. It's like the newsprint. So hang on to your old mags, folks. Right? Everyone knows that. After a few years, they're awesome. Okay, that's it. Some new products, some old products. Skateboard industry is always churning out some goods. Where can we take this? We have an excellent, awesome guest, speaking of the skateboard industry, all the way from Toronto, Ontario. We're going far this time. Keeping it in the country, though. Big, beautiful boards. Sean. What's up, Sean? How's it going in Toronto?
How's it going? It's going great. How's it going out there?
Hey, really good, Sean. Thanks for coming on the show with us today. Much appreciated. Take your time to do this.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, really cool. Sean, you reached out to us. That's really cool. You got a little thing going out in Toronto. Introduce yourself for one thing and then tell us about your program.
Yeah, definitely. So my name is Sean Rebo, and I founded Big Beautiful Boards. It's a new up-and-coming skateboard brand coming out of Toronto. And we've been around now for about 6 months. And we can be found in a bunch of shops and online at our website, bigbeautifulboards.com. And we're really looking forward to pumping out a bunch more wicked graphics and products, and looking forward to everything that's ahead in our path.
Thanks, Sean. That's awesome. One of the things that really caught my eye with you was your graphics. What's the story there? You said you want to put them out quicker than you want to keep them, kind of thing. I like that style. You want to put out lots of boards with graphics.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, show us some of your graphics there. What do you got for us today?
So this here is it's called the Fear, right? And the reason it's called the Fear is because it looks like a bit of a trip gone wrong. You know, you got the fear, became too much, right? Which is just a great take on our classic logo, right? Which has those psychedelic vibe as well. So that's that one right there.
Digging it. What about this one?
Yeah. This one here, this was a pleasure. I had the opportunity to work with a good friend of mine, Mike Cowley, right? And he is a photographer, and he normally he shoots only 35 millimeter film. So this is a fine example of that, when 35 millimeter film meets a skateboard. And this is a series of photographs that he shot of just the sky, and it's so nicely paired. And it's just such a great, simplistic, but elegant design. Yeah.
And you mentioned, so you want to have rotation, right? Skateboards are already disposable art, and I like your philosophy where make lots of boards instead of riding the same graphic forever and ever.
Yeah.
What do you got? Like, what you got a few more here with us, Sean? What else you got today?
Oh, this is the Doe Eyes. This was our signature release. Wow. This board shocked me because it sold out within days, within just launching our site. So that was great. This is from a drawing that I did personally, and I later on did a digital painting, and this is what it became. This was our first graphic, and it was so well received that we're actually going to be doing a reprint, which is not something that we generally do, but I've received so many requests. Like, I get them, every other day saying, when's it coming back? So I can't do that to them. I have to do a reprint. So that's coming soon. That's the Doe Eyes.
How do you come up with graphic ideas? Like, where do you get these ideas, and how do they become a skateboard?
Honestly, because we want to have so many different styles, we don't want one board to look like all the rest. And I know a lot of brands do that. They have like a theme, and then all their boards, after a while, they kind of start to look the same. I don't want to do that. So inspiration can come from anything, right? It can come from, the environment you surround yourself in. It can come from illustrations that you've done either in the past or on the side. It can literally come from anything. You'll just think that would be a wicked graphic, and then you put it down, and that's how the ideas kind of flow, right?
I like it. What's coming down the road for you? You're gonna, what's 2022? You're gonna try to put out 6 graphics, 10 graphics? What do you got in mind?
2022.
That's a long ways down the road.
Away, but we want to, yeah. Let's say 2022, easily 30 graphics. Like, I want to pump out a big volume. I think it'd just be so great to have so much so much change, so many different things coming out. Like you get them while you can, and then they're gone, and that's it. I'm sorry you missed it, but yeah, definitely
Yeah.
a lot of graphics, and keep them creative. A lot of the time, we want to do not huge runs. We'll want to do like a big, a good size run, and then once it comes in, it doesn't come back. At least not for a very long time. We want to keep it fresh.
100%. When you were younger, did you think this is what you wanted to do? Did you want to be a skateboard brand owner and frontman and stuff? I mean, it's awesome, but did you know?
Oh man, I'm guilty. Honestly, I wanted to have a skate shop when I was a kid, but so not exactly a brand owner, but close to that. It was always a dream of mine, and how this kind of happened was it kind of it snowballed like everything else. I didn't plan on it. I did some art, and I'm like, this is awesome. Let's put it on a board. So I did a test run just to make sure everything was going to print nice, and hooked some homies up with the boards, and they loved them. And everyone that I showed them to, it was really well received. So then I placed, the first big order, and launched the website, and it went from there.
You're in Toronto. I mean, there's a million skaters there. You're in Ontario. There's a million and another million and a million. I mean, you're in a big part of the country with a lot of skateboarders. So good on you for throwing your hat, your name in the hat there. And where did the name come from? Where does Big Beautiful Boards originally come from there, Sean? What's the name from?
All right. So Big Beautiful Boards. All right. Well, I know if you take a trip back down memory lane, everybody was riding 7.5s, 7.75s. If you were riding an 8 10 years ago, that was a big board. I always skated 8.5s. Like I was just the guy who was always riding a big board. And now I skate even bigger boards, honestly. So that was a big influence to where the name came from, is that I was always riding the fat boys. And also BBB, it's one step away from BBW, which is also kind of a play on what we stand behind with the big boards, right? So I thought it was a little bit comedic and it had a good ring. And once I came up with it, I knew that's the name. Yeah.
And you're going to run with it. What the heck, eh? Go for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sean, I'm changing gears here a little bit, but everyone knows the Olympics is coming this year. What's your take on it?
I think it's amazing. I think it gives so many people an opportunity to showcase their abilities on a much bigger scale, right? Like it's gonna reach an entirely different audience now, and hopefully, because skateboarding sometimes gets a bad rap, and I hope that now being at this kind of a professional level like this, being viewed by all different audiences instead of something like Street League, it's going to change the way people think about skateboarding and skaters. That's what I'm hoping for, is that kind of positivity.
How do you feel about the competition side of skating? I mean, I'm kind of from both sides. I've done a few contests, but I've kind of leaned more towards this, the hanging out and going skating with my buddies style of skating. But what do you think of the heavy competition and the judging and all that? Is that going to change skateboarding?
I think it already has. I think we've all seen in the last 6 or 7 years, skaters reach heights that we never would have thought was possible. So I think now people are chasing a kind of consistency that is almost fictitious, but they're doing it. It's incredible. So I think that it's a great thing. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with just hanging out and skating downtown with the boys or the girls, right? Whatever you want to do.
I'm hoping that I'm an old-fashioned guy like that, hoping that never goes away, and I'm sure never will. But for sure, it's going to be a bigger audience watching skateboarding, and the biggest ever. Are you going to be in Toronto your whole life? You an Ontario guy for life? What's your story there, Sean?
I don't know. lately it's been a little bit difficult with everything going on with COVID, and it's winter is difficult. All the skate parks were shut down. We only have one park that's kind of really skatable, which is Underpass, and it's not the best, but it's there for us when we need it. So that's what's important. But for the time being, I'm here, and I'm loving it. But we'll see what the future holds. I've heard great things about LA.
We all have. I live in
Yeah.
LA North. Yeah, right. Hopefully traveling opens up in the future and we can start getting on the road again, because that's obviously a big part of skating that we enjoy too, is to see our brothers in other parts of the country and other parts of the world. Sean, I think we're going to tailor off here, but who do you want to say thanks to, and maybe give a shout out before we take off here?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I got to thank the wife, because she's been nothing but supportive throughout all of this. And the skateboard community as a whole. Like, they've been so supportive, and everything was so well received. And what's so great is that they're always out there trying to support new brands trying to come up, right? So I want to thank all the skaters, first of all in Canada and the world, for just being so supportive of everybody, right? 'Cause that's what it's all about.
Skaters of the world unite, right?
Yep, skaters of the world.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, that's really cool. Like I say, thanks for coming on. What can I say? All the best in the future, and keep it rolling with Big Beautiful Boards.
Oh, definitely will. Thank you for having me, and enjoy.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean. Talk to you later. Super cool. Big Beautiful Boards. Yeah, we will, man. You too. You too. Sean, Toronto, Ontario. Wow. Really cool. We got a lot of great people in this country, and lots of good projects underway. One of the newer ones that we're backing 100% Big Beautiful Boards out of Toronto. Check them out. Folks, we'll see you next time. Thanks to Sean at Big Beautiful Boards. And if you want to get a hold of us, make sure you find us at info@skateboardcanada.com. You can send us an email, give us some comments, any questions, any even content. So yeah, we'll talk to you next time. Take care. Over and out from Skateboard Canada. It's Roger.